There's currently no game audio on it. Don't know why. Did I mute? Did not mute. Interesting. Right now there's game audio. It might be as cutscene volume is music volume. The music works. I see my green screen is doing weird stuff again. It's nice. Always love some artifacts on the screen. Maybe it'll get better when the game is running. For showing. Give me a second. Window. Oh god, I didn't change my title yet. No! Professional streamer. This. You can tell I really thought about what to do today. I mean I did, just couldn't think of anything, so now we're impromptu playing Ninja Gaiden. Because I kind of feel like playing Ninja Gaiden, I guess. Okay. I'm also wearing Froggy's shirt, which is green, so I can go kind of invisible, but only kind of because it's a very much darker green than than the thing is. Okay, let me show real quick. Filters. If I turn the chroma key off, but you still can't tell that it's green, I guess, because it still looks grayish with the contrast. That's weird. Anyways, I guess the frogs are kind of what it's actually see-through, because they are somewhat matching green. Game loud enough. The game might be a bit too loud, actually. Be one notch down, should be fine. Maybe even two. If it's too quiet, I can still turn it up later. We'll see. I have like a halfway done playthrough on hard mode, and hard mode is really hard. We're gonna start on normal. I think hero mode is like easy. Automatically guard enemy attacks and use Nimpo as often as you want. Good for those who have not played Ninja Gaiden before. Okay, so it's even easier than Ninja Dog. But Ninja Gaiden Sigma is very hard. Ninja Gaiden Black used to be very hard. I think Sigma is probably a bit easier. It felt a bit easier last time I played it. The Mountains of Autumn. There's one who walks the path of the ninja. I think I can move myself to the corner too. How does this game work? I do not remember the controls at all. This is block. Okay, I think I got it. At least basics. Elixirs of spiritual life are just healing items. The small healing items, and he also had one on him. This ninja had gaping holes in his defenses. He would have never been able to survive in the world anyway. Yes, justify why we just murdered a man. You start with the dragon sword. Japanese sword handed down the Hayabusa ninja clan is carved out of the fang of a dragon. And Shuriken, that's a full cross-shaped throwing star. Shuriken are actually decent, mainly for juggling. Not so great for other stuff. This is like Sigma stuff that's specifically added from Sigma. I think there used to be DLC stuff. I don't think we're gonna use any of those. A ninja must be able to find his way even when his path is blocked. When facing an obstacle, jump towards it and run vertically up the side until you can grab its upper ledge. Move to the left or right and climb it up or down. Yeah, we are still in the tutorial, obviously, since we just started the game. These little mousy boys generally tell you when there's stuff to climb along. At least if it's a bit more hidden. You can kill birds, if I could hit them, for some extra key. Not much, like 10 bucks or something, but you could if you wanted to. Do not underestimate the agility that your training has given you. Feats such as running along walls should be simple for you to perform. If you cannot reach your destination with a single leap, make use of the surrounding walls. Yeah, so we can run on walls. But is there secret stuff down here? I don't think so. No. I'd say bigger healing items. I think the great ones heal you to full. One of your most useful techniques is the flying bird flip. Jump towards the wall and run up it, then jump off again. This allows you to travel to areas that may first seem unreachable. Repeat the flying bird flip to climb up certain shafts and passages. Ninja Fortress. Yeah, I know my way around this game, but I also haven't played through the entirety of it in a while. When the Master Collection came out, I bought it and played through like half a hard playthrough, and remembered that the game is hard as balls. So Deflect your opponent's attack by holding down the block button. Will not live long without a good defense. That is true. Map of the Ninja Fortress. Yeah, we have little maps. They are more or less useful. I guess it depends on how good your orientation skills are. More healing items. Hope you guys are into Ryu moaning and groaning. A suit of armor of the type that is often used for ceremonies. It is not something that a ninja would wear. Part of its faceplate is missing. It appears to be holding something. On normal mode, the game is quite nice to you by only spawning like the brown ninja guys here, for the most part. Which, to be fair, if you're starting out, are difficult. Technique scroll, flying swallow. Fly at high speed towards your foe and cut their head off. Dragon sword while jumping towards an enemy. Y. Kitetsu, yeah. Dragon claw and tiger fang. We don't have Kitetsu and the tiger fang yet, but yeah, it's hard to show off without an enemy. But it's like a really good attack. Like it's actually a really good attack. Better for some enemies than others. Lives of 1,000 Gods is a consumable item that increases our maximum health a little bit. See in the bottom right, the lettering, basically heart pieces. The 1,000 Gods is like a heart container from Zelda, and there's smaller ones that are more like heart pieces. No! Fuck! So you need to fall down here eventually anyways, but I didn't want to fall out of the fight. It doesn't really matter, there's no ranked fights or anything, but fighting fun. We're also really close to dying already, because I'm not playing well. Use the right button and left button on the directional pad to select an item and press down button to use it. You may heal your wounds without taking your mind off your task. Alright, that's a thing in Sigma. Yeah, we just picked up the fangs of the samurai. Those are for the statue that we saw earlier. Talisman of Rebirth is when you die, it uses the talisman and you don't die. They are rare, like super fucking rare. Alright, hey Lemon. Have fun with your yard work. And I'm doing fine. Thanks. Then we put the teeth into the statue mouth, get the key. The key of courage. I want to show off the flying dragon attack thing we got. It's this. Really good against faster enemies that move around a lot because it is very fast and tracks very, very well. What you also saw for the first time, the enemies, instead of the yellow orbs that they drop, the yellow orbs are money. Drop the blue orb is health. Then there's also red orbs which are Nimpo, which we do not have access to yet. So. Health drops more often the lower your health is, but it's not guaranteed. Yeah, this is why we just fell through the floor. It's a very obvious trapdoor. I didn't get tricked by it, I just suck. And this is our very first save point. There's a message engraved on the tablet in this dragon's mouth. The sacred underground path of the dragon record all that occur in the world of men. We have not forgotten those who live on the surface of the earth. Just a save point. While in a blocking stance, tilt the left stick to roll your body. This is called the reverse wind technique. With it, you can avoid even the most fierce of enemy attacks. So she explains dodge rolling to us right here. Which is a bit late, if you ask me. But, you know. At least you have dodge rolls from the very beginning and you don't just have to unlock them or anything, but they get explained only here, so... So, the difference on the white ninjas to the brown ones is that the white ninjas use shurikens sometimes, and they obviously jump around a lot more. And something else that I need to explain, I guess, is you have to use charge attacks. If you don't have to charge them. They're like your default Y attack without any other inputs, but you can charge them up to twice, and they do more damage if you charge them. And you also saw I used it against the guy. If you absorb one of the little orbs, the yellow orbs give you one charge, the blue and red orbs give you 2 charges. Or charge it to full, I think. Technically how it works. And if you charge it higher, you sometimes get like super combo attacks where you are invulnerable. And this is our first boss. We just got taught dodging in the room before, and now this is the first boss. And Murai is a mean son of a bitch. So yeah, Murai counterattacks a lot, and if you stay in melee with him for too long, he tries to grab you. He also deflects all shurikens back to you. So don't throw shurikens at him. Bad idea. The easiest way to beat Murai is to just spam this attack, where you run up the wall and then jump off and press Y. You're not super likely to hit it or anything, but it does a lot of damage if you hit. And even if it doesn't hit, he's usually in enough hit stun to where he doesn't punish you for it.
そうか、龍拳をな。すなわち兄者はまだ山ごもりというわけだ。
ああ、龍拳を俺に託して山にこもったきり1年が経つ。親父の求める境地など俺にはわからん。
やがてわかるだろう。さすがにジョーの息子よ。お前の腕もそう捨てたもんじゃないさ。片やついなす暗黒剣黒龍丸は里に置き去りということか。
黒龍丸は龍の一族に伝わるもその魔力の家に封印された刀。何人も触れることはできない。それが掟だ。
無論。しかしそれは宝の持ち腐れというものだ。魔力こそが刀の進化よ。いや、差し出がましいな。俺は龍の一族ではない。
村井様、はやぶさのお里が。龍様。
And thus concludes chapter 1 of the video game. Let's see what rank I got. Probably a bad one. Head ninja, actually a pretty decent one. I was expecting ninja dog. The ranks don't actually do anything. The village is burning. Before long, Ryo hears the screams of his brethren. There is no time. Go now and protect your people. You can only carry, I think, 9 of each healing item. So using one, even though, you know, I didn't want to, isn't a terrible thing. You can get rid of the armor thing on the screen somehow. Clicking in the left. So yeah. But the game does not save after chapters. You do need to use save points. And with this we get our first spell, the Art of Fire Wheels, which is actually really good. Well, that's the potential to be really good. The speedrun uses it quite a bit. I tend to not use it that much. Where's the power force? There's something hidden behind the elevator. It's just a healing item, so... Yeah, this game has collectibles. Yes, that are missable too. Pretty sure. At least I can think of one that I wouldn't know how to get again if you miss it. We are most likely not using all of them, or finding all of them, because I don't remember where all of them are. We also just found a new projectile weapon. A smoke bomb. When used, this item explodes, temporarily blinding all enemies in the limited area. So, when you use them, I can show it off. When you use them, press the projectile button, and you do a dodge roll with a little smoke. It's okay. It definitely has its uses. I just usually don't, because I'm too lazy to switch to them for when I would get use out of them. And we found the Art of Fire Wheel, which we also have to equip that we can actually use it, and allows Ryu to control the spiritual waveforms around him and create fire wheels that circle him. Yeah, I'm not gonna show it off because Nimpo is limited. It's the little flaming thing under our health bar. We are going to use Nimpo later. But it's just a bit too precious to just use on random ass enemies. That is not what I wanted to attack. It's weird to play with the unupgraded Dragon Sword and the Gimp moveset. It's actually one of the weapons I like the most in the game. But not with its unupgraded Gimp moveset. Not what I wanted. I wanted to uppercut him. That's okay, it worked out. Just some more stuff. Hayabusa Village map. We are at the mountain path right now, as you can see with the red arrow. It's not really a complicated enough map to area to warrant a map, but they probably were like, hey, we got maps for everything else, so we might as well give them something for here. And you can also swim and dive in this game. As you can see, we have a breath meter at the left as well, so you can just do it indefinitely. But something different that you can do, as you might have just been able to see, is walk over water. Which they made a lot more forgiving in Sigma. It used to be very hard in Black, or at least I remember it to be difficult. But there was also little poor piss baby me. But like landings like this just wouldn't have worked in Black. When entering water, continue toward the left stick. You will run on the surface. You must perfect the skill. You let go of the left stick. So you actually just walk. You used to have to press jump to do this stuff. Which doesn't matter that it's easier. No, not really. And I'd rather have extra mobility, honestly. Also look, something hidden behind the waterfall. How cliche. think. I don't think there's anything under the water here, but I want to check. The swimming controls are a little bit weird. You basically swim forward by holding A. Then you have to just control your direction with the direction input. We're basically going to save at every save point, because this game is hard. Fallen member of the Hayabusa clan. He took his last breath here, lying amongst the burnt remains of his soul. He holds something in his outstretched hand. The elixir of spiritual life. We should have held it to his mouth. The Jesus statue, a guardian deity of the children and protector of the village. Its head is missing. We also saw no enemy downstairs. In order to widen the crack here, very strong impact with a heavy blunt object is necessary. Son of a bitch. But yeah, these caster guys are very annoying. They can teleport. But they tend to be somewhat generous with ninpo drops. Statue head. You can, during these combos, you can swap target just by holding a different direction, as I just did here. Oh, interesting. In normal mode in Ninja Gaiden Black, I believe this is where the first new weapon would have been. I might be mistaken. It's been literally years since I last played Ninja Gaiden Black. That's an original Xbox game, and I haven't played the original Xbox in a million years. So yeah, but this can, as he said, the crack could be widened, but we don't have a, first of all, bludgeoning weapon, and second of all, strong enough bludgeoning weapon. But we did find the head for the Jesus statue. And because the gods are grateful, we get another life of the gods. I think you need 9 to get extra health out of it. We're not gonna use them yet. We have to, I guess I can show it off. To manually go into your inventory to supplies, to items, and to the life of gods, and then use them. Which is nice, because it gives you the ability to pick up everything, but still go with a low health playthrough if you want to. But it also takes a while to use 9 Life of the Gods, so that's not great. We got the bow! And the technique scroll for shooting. Control, shoot, hold the B button. Camera control, left stick. Yes, switch aim mode by pressing the left trigger in order to target enemy. That's actually a lie. For me it's the right trigger. Because left trigger is where you used to have block on, and I believe I switched that. You can, which you couldn't do in the base game, you can actually kill Ayane here, which just straight up results in a game over. So don't do that. But you could shoot her with the bow if you wanted to. It tells us that we should be careful. The corpse of another fallen ninja. What were his last thoughts as he slipped off into the darkness? I hope no one finds my hentai collection. Ugh. And this is quite neat. This is another statue, but it doesn't save our game this time. Statue of the diligent old man Muramasa, a legendary blacksmith. There are folk tales of people who have approached the statue and walked away with various items and weapons. Yes, the Muramasa statues are our shop. We can, in theory, upgrade our weapons, but he doesn't upgrade a weapon yet. You gain access to upgrades as the game progresses, and they cost money too. And then you can buy some items. You can see normal healing items of 500, elixir of devil wear 2000, bigger healing items, great devil elixir, just restores more ninpo, which kind of spoils the fact that we're going to have more than one ninpo. Talisman of rebirth you can buy. I think they get more expensive the more you buy. I don't remember, but they are also expensive as fuck. You can buy arrows, smoke bombs. You can also buy the wooden sword, which we are going to do. Actually, are we going to buy the wooden sword? I don't know. I'd want to save up for the amulet or something. So the wooden sword is interesting. It obviously starts as a wooden sword, does significantly less damage than your sword. But you can upgrade it 7 times, I think, and when you upgrade it the 7th time, it does something special. Might do that. Flying Swallow is the scroll we found, so if we missed it, we could buy it here. And we are going to buy the Art of Inferno. Allows you to control the fire at will, first enveloping him in flame and then shooting a fireball in front of him. Inferno is such a good ninjutsu. Crazy good. You know what? I'll buy the wooden sword as well. I can show it off. So, first of all, let's equip the Nimpo and then melee weapons. Can you see how much they can be upgraded? Yeah. At the top you see... oops. Top my controller weird. Would you work, please? Thank you. You can see level. It's 1 out of 7. So you can upgrade the wooden sword quite a bit. If you press Y, you see the attacks and you also see that, you know, there's stuff hidden and what level you get it at. I forgot that attack exists because I never use it because it's bad. Yeah, the wooden sword has basically the same attacks as the dragon sword. But it's wooden and makes clunk noises if you hit stuff with it. Let me actually see. Do you see that it does different stuff if you upgrade it enough? You do not actually. Equip the bow. It's just a standard bow, you know. Typical bow is a projectile weapon that makes no sound. It has advantages over firearms. You cannot fire the bow mid-air, but the bow does significantly more damage than shuriken would. But it is also not fast fire, so... Well, actually, I lied. You couldn't fire the bow mid-air in black. You can fire it in mid-air in Sigma. Which actually makes it a lot more useful for actual combat applications. Also, another thing here, you see this little plank of wood. If you stand behind this plank of wood and you have arrows, which I don't. Another familiar face. How many Hayabusa clan have been slain? There's arrows around here somewhere. Yeah, this guy here. Another of Rio's comrades. This poor soul has been shot through with arrows. Although the thoughts of disturbing the dead body is unpleasant, some of the arrows are still usable. Yeah. And you find corpses like that around the game ever so often that just have like, or places like that that just have like arrows in them. Crosshair, also a thing that you didn't used to have in Ninja Gaiden Black. But you can shoot these to get some stuff out of them. That also means I can show off the Nympho. The Nympho, you just press Y and B together and then you get this. You're invulnerable during the animation. Like completely invulnerable during the animation. And the fire ring thing just makes fireballs around you, tiny ones. And this one just gets a bit of money, which we are going to use. You do need to stand far enough back to get the money. So you can't just shoot it from over there, you actually have to stand here. Which, granted, with the crosshair isn't that difficult. But in the original, when you didn't have the crosshair, there was actually quite some nice training practice. Training practice, yeah. That's how language works. You can only get a limited amount of stuff out of those, as you can see. With the 10, it's empty. But I did want to grab that because it's free money, you know. It's not a lot of money, it was like 500. So if you are a person who likes horses, this game will absolutely make you hate horses. Every person on a horse is an asshole. I'm so tempted to just fireball one of these assholes. You would not believe. Another shop here, another corpse with arrows at some point, I think. Yet another slain ninja lying face down in front of the bridge leading to the heart of the village. If the enemy forces had gotten this far, he holds something out of his... he holds something out of his... Yeah! He has an item for us. That's what I'm saying. What I'm attempting to say. He still won't upgrade either of our weapons. He's basically just here to get some, you know, more healing items if you need to. And then up here is the graveyard. cemetery where the ancestors of the Hayabusa clan have long been buried, a cold chill can be felt in the air, as if the spirits of the clan ancestors have been awakened from their eternal sleep. It is said that spirits gather in stones, however the day when this artifact possessed such powers are long gone. This is stone sword. Definitely doesn't mean anything. Is this the arrow corpse? This is the arrow corpse. Then we can't go back here. Unfortunately, we cannot abuse the target for some more health. That's okay. Worst case, we die. Given that there's a safe point right here, shouldn't be too big a deal if we do. That's a normal horse, right? That's what horses look like. I don't think the casters instantly respawn in this fight. I don't super remember either, so killing them might be futile. But they do give you Nympho sometimes, so that's nice. Because as you can see, Fireball does a lot of damage. Fuck. You can absolutely damage this boss without fireballs. The most intended way to fight him, I would say, is bow and arrow actually, because as you can see that also does a lot of damage. But you do need to manually aim, otherwise he blocks all of your attacks, or most of them. You need to manually aim for the rider. Or maybe you don't? No? Can you not prove everything I say wrong? Anyways, boss is dead. Technique, counterattacks. Finally. Techniques for counterattacks. Containing the counterattack techniques Gleaming Cross and Fiend's Bane Kick, which allow Ryu to counter enemy attacks immediately after blocking them. While blocking, just input X or Y. So if we block an attack and we input just light attack or heavy attack, he will counter. Counter attack is very good. And it's really easy to perform as well. And you can counterattack any attack that doesn't break your block. You might have also just noticed you get limited iframes during some finisher attacks, like the spinny kick. Gave me just enough iframes to dodge that one guy's attack. And yeah, the two counterattacks is the one where you knock an enemy up and kick him away, and the other one is one where you spin the sword around you and knock him up. And from that you can do a follow-up combo if you had aerial attacks, but we unfortunately only have this in terms of aerial so far. And every weapon in the game can counterattack. This entire piece right here wasn't in Ninja Gaiden Black. That is all Sigma only or Sigma exclusive content. In Black, you basically ended the chapter after doing the horsey thing with the cutscene. I remember this. Oh, okay. Hey Vincent, thanks for the sub. What's up? Now you too can use the cute froggies. Didn't want to get fire blasted again, so I had to be careful. Now here, this fight is kind of special, also Sigma only, but the boss fight that's coming right now has a special gimmick to it where you are intended to lose it, but if you win it, you immediately unlock the next higher difficulty. So if you wanted to get to the highest difficulty the quickest, you'd basically just have to play through the first two chapters many times. I think the highest difficulty, I think there's like 6, and oh boy does the game get difficult. New difficulties have new enemies. Yeah. This is, by the way, the samurai that Ayane told us we shouldn't fight him, because he's uber powerful and just fucks us up, and as you can see, he doesn't even give a shit about arrows at all. Put the shuriken again. So you can win this fight. You are not supposed to, but they reward you for it. I always like it when you have a fight that you are not supposed to win, but the game rewards you for it if you do. In this case, the reward is just unlocking a higher difficulty, which you would do at the end of the playthrough anyways, but it's a nice enough reward in my opinion. At least it is something. Burp. Unfortunately, no froggies in this game, I don't think. Only burb. We are a burb ninja, not a frog ninja. Also, yeah, we died. Game over. Then the magic spirit bird was like, nah, you can't be dead, you have to play more game. Now we get our gimp suit. The, dare I call it, iconic Ryu gimp suit.
手の者が情報をつかんだ。里を襲ったあの暗黒の侍はビゴル帝国の重機卿、その名はドーク。神聖皇帝とやらが的を黒竜丸の力を我が物にせんとしたのだ。
The snake sense of regard.
ゾーク。
I like that we are completely covered head to toe, except for our arms. We have to show off the guns after all. I actually quite like this outfit. I think it's a pretty cool outfit. We are also decked out in kunai, which we are never using. You do not get normal kunai as a throwing weapon in this game, which is good because they aren't a throwing weapon, but the Hayabusa village has burned and the Dark Dragon Blade is gone. Ryo has stowed aboard an airship headed for the Vigor Empire. His goal? Vengeance.
神秘のベールに包まれた異形の先制国家神聖ビゴル帝国。鎖国的な排他政策のゆえに入国ルートは限られている。首都タイロンへ向かう飛行船はそのわずかな間口の一つ。
And of course, because this is an action game, we are just going to have a normal, comfy airship ride with no interruptions at all. Ninja goes to Russia the game. I don't think it's... I mean, it's obviously fictional Empire land, right? But I also wouldn't call it Russian inspired. I don't know, it just looks like a weird city. We'll see it in a bit. Elixir of Devilway, hell yeah. Save. Hey, look at our shiny gimp suit. It's a wonder we can walk around without squeaking all the time. This door is locked and won't budge. There's a card slot next to the door. An ID card of some sort must be necessary. It's a healing elixir, which we can carry, I guess? I thought we were full. Oh, look at this wallpaper. Airship map. Glad we have an map for the airship. So this is actually one of the more, the harder to get an overlook on maps. So one of the more useful maps. I wanted to say areas for the first one, but yeah. We have been found. No, he grabbed me. Okay, these guys are assholes because they have a grab attack that is basically instant. They tend to do it when you keep them in block stun for too long. Or if you don't punish their guard break. Or if you block. So yeah. Just get good, I guess. the game is not nice to you. It's like the first two chapters are like, okay, here, learn the game. Bosses are still difficult, normal enemies are fine for the most part. And then it's like, okay, but now normal enemies suck. But we can't carry anymore, so we might as well drink it, because I will not remember to come back for it. You can, in this game, farm money if you wanted to, because some areas just have respawning enemies. Generally speaking, you don't need to, unless you go for one specific upgrade path, which is the wooden sword, because that gets super expensive. Clowned on. I think we can't go much further up here, and we have to go downwards first. Also look at this kitchen. From the look of things, this must be the ship's galley. Do you think so? Documents strewn about, but none appear to contain any useful information. Yeet! Oh, you can't kick them out of the window. I was hoping oh, the window wasn't open yet, okay. Special attacks give you a lot of points. If you want to actually go for points, you have to use those a lot, but I prefer to just beat my enemies up normally. Can they kick you out of the window too? I don't know. You can definitely fall off the airship at some points, but I don't actually know if they can just straight up kick you out of the window. There's stuff down here though that I want. I don't know if we have to come back here later or not. So on this side there's Muramasa shop, which I think now allows us to upgrade our dragon sword once. And you can see the wooden sword upgrade is already more expensive than the dragon sword one. With upgrading the dragon sword we got some new moves. Check so I don't forget anything. We now have Fang of the Wolf, which is... okay, I know which one that is. I'm gonna show it off in a second. Oh, now we have the Blade of Nirti, which is our aerial combo, which is really nice. Oh, we have the best attack in the game. This right here is so strong. It's not super strong yet, but it will be super strong once we upgrade the dragon sword again. You can also input this as a so you immediately do it on landing, which is really nice for juggling. And another thing we got is follow up to our thingy attack. This one, the third strike in this combo, is really good for breaking guards, so having a follow up to that is really nice. What else do we get? Oh, we got follow up to our running slash. See if I can just randomly do the running slash actually. Yeah, this one. And follow up to that. Also pretty decent attack against some quicker enemies. But it's not as safe as the Flying Dragon or whatever the name was. We can't go through these doors yet because they're red. We will need a key card. I guess we need to go further upstairs. Oops. The doors are pretty. I mean, the airship in general is pretty. I think this is the first collectible, actually. Yeah. No one cares about story. Go away. Here, collectible. Golden Scarabs. There's 30, I think, in the game, and you give them to Muramasa and he gives you stuff for them. supplies. Well, we see them in the screen right under our money. Don't have a description, I guess. A report from a junior officer lies on the captain's desk. This is regarding the incident on February 22nd in which all of the locks were deactivated. The source of the problem was found to be a malfunction of the primary power supply unit in the aft cabin. Voltage irregularities caused by the aging of the unit caused the failsafe to kick in, activating emergency power. In this type of situation, all locks aboard the ship are deactivated as a safety measure. I recommend that we upgrade our electrical system as soon as possible. We now have a goal and know how to get the locks to open. This is the deck of the ship. It is made up of a series of control panels containing the communications and navigation equipment. Yay. This is locked. I think they've been expecting me. Upgrading the weapon also increases the damage it does. And now we can basically one-hit these guys with the flying dragon if we hit it. Which makes these encounters a lot easier. The new aerial combo that we have, which is basically just 3 more hits and a nice finisher. An ID card. Do we get lore for the ID card? Valuables. ID card. A card carried by airship crew. It is used to open certain doors. Ship's controls are configured for autopilot. The course firmly set on the capital. Keep it. Then we can open these doors and require ID cards. Dragonclaw and Tiger Fang, right, there's just the swords in this chest. I forgot about that. Dragonclaw and Tiger Fang are new in Sigma, and I don't like them. We have normal combo. They're not bad, I just don't like them. In fact, I think they're actually really good. What I do like is this blood splatter though. That's supposed to be on the wall. But is now just floating. That's kind of funny. Also these that are floating. Like, you usually can't really tell that they're just 2D textures, but with stuff like that, you know. Obviously, that means this is the worst game ever conceived by humankind, and it's a 0 out of 10. The save statue that we passed earlier, and actually, I'm gonna save again, because I'm a little baby boy. I think I just saved over my hard mode playthrough. Yup. Well, that's gone now. There goes 8 hours of progress. Oops. I wanted to avoid getting exploded by the barrel. Oh yeah, Flying Dragon also gives you some iframes, which you might have just noticed when I Flying Dragoned the barrel and didn't get exploded for it. A lot of stuff in this game gives you iframes. It's honestly quite generous. Do we still have arrows? Don't, but there's an arrow crate over here. When the game intends you to use arrows, it usually gives you arrows too, so... I don't want to use my talisman. Whee! So yeah, you can fall off the ship, that's an instant game over. Not even the talisman will save you from that. You can also, I believe, just jump off here, so don't do shenanigans, just walk. Save yourself the grief and just walk. Just decapitated 2 people in one hit. And look how much better this fight went this time. Here you want to be careful, because you can jump straight ahead and get some more distance before you have to slowly climb over. But if you do jump and you fail, you fall to your death. So I'd rather take the extra couple seconds to climb over here safely. How do you drop off? Drop off. Punch me, punch me, punch me. No! I wanted to do the same to him. Whoops. That's what I get for messing around. Oh, there's still one guy alive. Oh, we were done. So yeah, pro Ninja Gaiden tip, don't fall down this airship twice. I believe headshots are a thing in this game. As in headshots doing more damage, but I'm not certain. His fingers are clipping through the zipline. Oh, so this is kind of funny. The lamp is red, the door must be locked. I wonder how we get in here. Well, first of all, let's grab this crate. Filled with another spirit elixir, which we don't need, so... Or which we can't carry, rather. What a careless repair jobs. Are they trying to make fun of ninjas? What's the interaction on the door probably? The lamp is red, the door must be locked. Okay. And the way you destroy this is funny too. You just cut it. You know, like you do with a sword. An announcement can be heard over the intercom system. There has been a malfunction in the electrical system, switching to emergency power. The locks on all doors have been opened as a safety precaution. You can't just jump out of the window again. I would not recommend it. Because if you jump too far, you jump to your death. I hate this part of the game where you just have to climb over instant death pits. Always stresses me the fuck out. It's not even like it's a difficult parkour challenge or anything. It's just stressful to me to climb over instant death pits in this game. Let me check the map real quick. Are there any rooms that we couldn't enter in the living quarters? Oh yeah, there's a entire back room in the living quarters that we haven't been at. That is optional, I believe. Soon you will find yourself faced with a horde of enemies. Be wary, when you have defeated them all, you will be presented with a priceless treasure. Yeah, that tells us, hey, in this room is good shit, kill all enemies. You also don't have to do the follow-up kick with that counter. If you just input X1, you can get a nice setup for another jungle. The follow-up kick is just, you know, feels good to do. a Rocket Man over here first. Yeah, this is quite the combat challenge. I think that's new to Sigma as well. I think Black just had a Scarab in here or something. I struggle a lot with this on hard mode. Because these guys do a lot of damage on hard mode. They don't do that much on normal. But on hard mode they take like a quarter of your bar off with every hit that isn't a bullet. Bullets do about the same. I think they do twice as much. So they're still not comfy to get hit by any means, but this hard. On hard, on normal it's fine. Still had to use a healing item. And we get some extra health for that, which is nice. Also, I think there's something hidden up here as well. Yep, golden scout. Supplies, items, 1000 gods. Yum. Take the save point. Then continue with the game. Good thing is at this point it doesn't matter what save I save at, because I already overrode the only important one, so we can just spam through the save options. I think this is the way? I think this is the way. That's the elevator, okay. I wasn't sure what that green dot on the map was. I think there's no enemies in here. Nope. Okay. There's a save point back here somewhere as well. Don't miss out on the golden scarabs, they're important. Oh. They aren't important. You don't get anything you need, but you get some nice stuff out of them. In normal mode you get my favorite weapon out of them. Because drops and what? Oh, we only have 5 of those. Okay, so 5 is kept for those. Interesting. I thought it was the same for every item, but I guess I'm wrong. Which is fair enough. 10 full heals would be quite a lot to have. I like that if you are like halfway through a combo and the enemy is dead, he sometimes just kicks him away. Also, do you like the shadow of the guy above us? Look at it. It's hiding. Trying to be a sneaky beaky man. I wanted to check down here if there's anything. Doesn't look like there is. Oh, that's the elixir. I was like, oh, I missed the chest. Already forgetting that we picked it up already. I don't think I can cheese that. No! God damn it. They were holding the angle, like professional Siege players. So there's a door up here that if we try to climb up, couldn't get through yet. I'm just gonna show it. Though it takes a bit. Like, the hatch is locked. It just drops down. But you, while climbing up, see this path, and you're supposed to just figure out that you have to go here. Then for some reason there's a lone switch over here that no normal person could reach ever. That opens the hatch. God damn it. Actually, let me see how much damage the fire wheels do. The fire wheels make you invulnerable on casting time, and then he immediately grabs me out of it. It wasn't terrible damage, but I think Inferno might have done more. I wish he wouldn't catch me out of the fucking jumps. It'd be tremendously sexy. Missed the dodge on that. Do we survive that? I think we do. We do. And I'm cheap enough to risk it, so... So yeah, we just burnt down a blimp. But technically it wasn't us, it was Electro guy who we killed. But you know, he started it, so fuck him. Hans Bar. Chapter 4, Imperial City Infiltration. Ryu has escaped from the crash of the airship. Spread out before him is the city of Tyrone, capital of the Vigor Empire. No, don't jump! You have so much left to live for! Get the city's theme now. Get used to this theme. We're gonna hear it a lot. You must go to Hans Bar. You should be able to spot it easily due to its garish neon sign. Hans Bar is a well-known watering hole, as well as the center of Vigor's underground intelligence. There you may find clues about Doku's whereabouts. Wasn't it Hans's Bar in the art? Like Hans apostrophe Bar and not Han apostrophe S Bar? Oh yeah, now we get pretty chests with another elixir that we can't pick up. We also don't have enough health or don't have any damage, so we can't use it. The surface of this panel contains a depression. It looks like it was meant to display a tablet of some sort. One nice thing they changed is that interact is not the projectile button. Interact used to be the melee attack button. So when you fought at doors and stuff like that, you often accidentally left through the door. It can still happen with the projectile button. And I think they probably should have either changed it to holding down, despite the fact that I usually don't like holding down prompts. Or maybe the jump button, because you don't usually just jump, like neutral jump. How does the stream look, by the way? I upped it to 900p 60. Which should look quite snazzy. The door stands firmly shut. We actually have to get go through there at some point. There's another thing. Can I show it off from here? You see it up in there? It's like dark blue. Bit hard to see. But there is something for us way later. He emptied his pistol and now he doesn't know how to reload. The door is locked. On lock there's a skull symbol. I think that used to be a chain fence. Like chain link fence. Maybe I'm mistaking it with this chain link fence. But I think this also used to be one. That's where we get it now. Okay. That's the Lunar. The Lunar is a very good weapon. We also unlocked the door backwards to that serpent statue that we saw. Well, it's not a serpent statue, it's like planets. A huge statue depicting two serpents. No, never mind, it is a serpent statue. Two serpents facing each other. The power of the statue to float large stones in the air clearly shows it was not made with modern technology. It must be product of an ancient age. Feels like it will begin to move again at any moment. Rawr. Let me show off the Lunar. Because the Lunar is very good. A staff that is said to harbor the mysterious power of the moon, crafted from the strong branches of a willow tree. As you can see, it's only level 1 yet. It has 3 levels again, like the Dragon Sword does. Most weapons do have 3 levels, I believe. It has cool attacks, like this is just the basic X combo. Then you have the charge attacks and the highest level charge attack. Absolutely fucks shit up. Then you have this attack. This, like, you have the usual uppercut, but this attack you can at higher levels chain together. And then you can do this a lot, which is really good. The aerial for this weapon is trash, but you won't use the aerial a lot. It's a really good weapon. Actually, let's use it a bit. No, he slit my throat, to which I responded with kicking him in the stomach. An important difference to make. Stone tablet top. A strange power can be felt flowing through the fragment. It is certainly not an ordinary stone. There's a door, but I don't think we can go through the door. Cannot. I also hear a mouse. Means there's a climbing spot, but I think the climbing spot is up ahead. I hear new enemies. Hopefully they won't shoot me down. No, the house is gonna despawn. I needed that. See what's in here. Lives of 1,000 gods. Oh yeah, more HP. How was the artwork? Lemon. As I said earlier, if you hear mice, you know, when in doubt, look for the color blue for the path. You hear mice. You usually have climbing paths. Color blue also. Orientation thing. Weather didn't hold, and there was a few thousand pissed off carpenter ants between me and what I wanted to do. Nice. Are carpenter ants dangerous? Or are they just, you know, like normal ants? They bite you and sting you and it's itchy as fuck. Corpse of a ninja killed before he's able to complete his mission. He's holding something. The nunchaku. So, the nunchaku are unupgradable, but also very fun. They don't have a super extensive move list. Normal ants not dangerous, okay. One wouldn't be a problem, 10 would really suck, yeah. Yeah, I mean, ants are easy enough to get rid of, or at least a lot of them. Getting every single one is a bit more difficult, but... So yeah. The nunchaku is a weapon that I really like. It's what Murai used against us, but he has a little bit of a special moveset. Use the nunchaku for a fight or two. I remember liking the nunchaku, but unfortunately, due to the fact that you can't upgrade them, they don't really hold up damage-wise. So these mice are so loud. Oh, it's that bad, actually? Okay. Didn't think they'd be that much of an issue. I don't think we can go through here yet. We cannot. We need the lily key for that. We can go through door number 2. This always felt to me like there was something supposed to be, but then just stuck a wall here. In fact, this looks like the place that would have an illusory wall in Dark Souls. Because the path just continues here, but then there's nothing. Whereas everything else has these walkie bits, you know? Nunchaku are fun because they're really fast. And we have these assholes. They throw flame shuriken, which explode after a while. And do damage to you. Boom, boom, kaboom. You lost your Founder's badge for me. Did you disable it? Is that a thing you can do? Oh, Spirit of the Devils is nice. It's a good reward. Items. Spirit of the Devils. So, they're kind of like the Life of a Thousand Gods, with the exception that they just straight up give us one more Nimpo. Or one more Nimpo charge to hold. They are very rare. I think there's 3 in the entire game. I think 4 is the maximum amount of Nimpo. Maybe 5? There's a good chance that that's different between difficulties, because that's how this game works. Every difficulty has new enemies and different item placements and stuff. For example, the counter we got after the horsey boss. I think on hard mode you get that for like 5 scarabs. Also, we have just found the oldest man. I see you have one of the golden scarabs, a legendary artifact of which many are scattered around the world. If you give it to me, I will exchange it for something worth your while. Here, I will give you this in exchange. Life of the Gods. Today you have brought me 3 scarabs, which brings the total number that you have given me to 3. Yeah, next reward I believe is at 5. We can upgrade the Lunar, which is nice and changes its appearance. Also gives it more moves. And we could also upgrade Dragon Claw and Tiger Fang, but I don't intend to use that weapon. And Nunchaku unfortunately are unupgradable. Like I said earlier. You can also buy the Izuna drop, one of the strongest moves in the entire game. And the Armlet of Sun, which increases our attack power. Just by Moon, which increases our defense, but who needs that? Then the map of the capital. And I think that's it in terms of useful stuff. We save our money. So, as I pointed out earlier, the armlets are just stuff you can find. And the enhancements I think are like Sigma only used to be DLC content stuff. So we could, for example, put on the Red Dragon helmet to have even more attack, but I refuse. And you also, now on his left arm, see the armlet being worn, which is nice. When I get to show off the new Lunar moves. So we can do this more. Also, after the normal combo now, a Y button input. What else do we have? I think, do we have this? We do not have this yet. Yeah, this attack, which is light, heavy, heavy, heavy. I think that's what new attacks wise. I could check the move list, but that would be cheating. And by that I mean I don't care. Lunar is very good. Like I said many times already, the Lunar is very good. Because it has such nice wide sweeps, it's also really nice for crowd control. Which doesn't matter super much on normal mode, but on higher difficulties enemies are more aggressive. So helps a lot if you just bonk them a little bit and they get into hit stun. Group of ninjas dressed in black garb act with wicked intent in Tyrone. They are members of the Black Spider Clan and they act behind the scenes to hinder our progress. Do not let them leave Tyrone alive. Yeah, we already found some of the black ninjas. Also there's a scarab hidden in here. We already fought some of the black ninjas that were the flame shuriken guys. Which is a kunai technically, but the weapon is called flame shuriken, so... you can roll through the explosion, and if you are in an attack that gives you iframes, you also don't take damage from the explosion. So you aren't forced to get hit after you attack. You also can block some of the damage, so which makes no sense, but it's nice that it works like that. No. Right, let's check over here first. I think we need an even higher level Lunar for this. Oh no, we need something entirely different than the Lunar for this, actually. I don't think you can cheese it through this. They were, for the most part, quite aware of what your movement options can do in this game. Nice, we got an info back. Another stone circle that we can't do anything with yet, but can open the store, which is nice. This also looks very much like you're supposed to just get through here somehow. Door stands firmly shut. Don't think there's anything to grab here either. Glad we got that jump cut short, otherwise it would have fallen down. Corpse of a ninja, killed before he's able to complete his mission, and he's holding a diary. January 24th. The woman that I saw tonight in Vigor, she was extremely beautiful. I must persevere to keep my wits about me. Perseverance, patience. February 2nd. I encountered her again. That woman slays the beasts as if they were flies. The vicious way she fights is so unlike her beautiful appearance. A perfect example of extreme intensity. She is no ordinary female. February 6th. During a fight with the MSAT, I slipped up and suffered a grave injury. I cannot reach my black spider brethren. My provisions are almost all gone, and my life is near its end. Death during an assignment is the wish of every ninja. But we still have no clues regarding what happened to the evil Dark Dragon Blade. That is my only regret. And all that is left for me is to trust my comrades and accept these last painful moments as my destiny. February 7th. Although I have become so weak, I still await my death. Although I know it is only a matter of time before I perish, I wish I could glimpse that woman one more time. Imagine being so down bad that your last journal entry before your death is how horny you are. Yeah, like I said, every weapon has a counterattack as well, so the 3 stabs immediately after we blocked something from him, that was the counterattack of the Lunar, the X counterattack of the Lunar. And unfortunately the Lunar only has one. And the Lunar's counterattack is also one of the worst. But all of them are good, so it's not like you're greatly losing out on anything. I'm gonna swap back to the Dragon Blade. Dragon Sword. Just because I like using the Dragon Sword. We also got the Inazuma throw now, which is this. So it only does it to, in scientific terms, a fuckload of damage to your target. It also has some AoE on the impact. And I think you can launch this attack from your Y counter with the Dragon Blade. But I have to test that out if that actually works, because I don't remember. Yeah, they just straight up don't like spell it wrong in the text, or the graphic department did it wrong, because it's Hans's bar, but in all the text it's Han bar. Also, there's secret stuff up here. Oh my goodness, there's a scarab here. Pick that up real quick. You might have already glimpsed at what the secrets are. They windmill shuriken. That I believe is only here on Ninja Dog and normal mode. I don't think you just get this thing for free in the higher difficulties. It's a giant shuriken with 4 folding blades. When thrown, it returns to the attacker like a boomerang. And you see it on your arm equipped like that. Throw it, then it comes back. It is very powerful. Also, there's a floating Team Ninja Slade obelisk that fully heals you and gets you a nimble back. You've seen the symbol before. Your body feels charged with energy. Team Ninja. In the Xbox version, like in the original Xbox version, it was a big old silver X that you could interact with here. Yes, if there's an annoying enemy, the easiest way is always to magic them away. We got the Lily Key. They are extinct for a reason after all.
魔人潰しのレイチェル。
あれが魔人ってやつか。
めったに見るものじゃないけどね。もともとはどれも人間だった。
人間？
素質の問題よ。そうなってしまう人は避けようがないわ。悪人だろうが善人だろうが。
お前も並の人間じゃないな。
複雑よ。
Or killed by Dominatrix ninjas. She's not a
ドー
ninja,
クという重機卿を知っているか。
but she does look like a Dominatrix.
どういうこと？
奴を殺す。
何を言ってるのか分かってるの？殺せるんならとうに私が殺してるわ。
I do like that she has like a shoulder pad, just in case she
私から妹を
actually
奪ったのよ。
needs to block something, I guess. I hate Rachel's design. It's so bad.
魔人の騒ぐ夜ね。
Must be some high level armor. Oh, I think now we have to actually play as
どうやら
Rachel.
話が合わなかったらしい。
I don't want to.
気にするな、ただの通行人だよ。ま、ドークとやらの話はうまくいってほしいもんだな。ああ、そうだ。レイチェルのことはよく知ってるがね。いい子だよ。
We saw that guy earlier on the blimp. I like to imagine that he just, you know, fell down and just clung to the wall. And Ryu just doesn't lean forward enough. Yeah. Unfortunately, Sigma added Rachel chapters where you have to play as Rachel, which you could say, but there's more game to be played. Yes, but it's bad. Rachel is bad. Yeah, it's a Rachel chapter, goddammit. Chapter 5, The Fiend Hunter. Searching for the whereabouts of her twin sister, Rachel the Fiend Hunter heads alone into the Dorku Monastery. She senses the presence of fiends lurking in the shadows. She do be sensing. Yeah, she can dodge. Like a fucking idiot. She has all these like grapple finishers. She's actually fine against normal enemies. I just would rather prefer not to play her or have her as an extra game mode where you just play through everything as Rachel, you know. She also has limited wall mobility, definitely more than normal human abilities, but yeah, I don't like playing as Rachel. She gets the Warhammer, which is not a hammer, that's an axe. I don't care what you say, that's an axe. It has a blade on it and no blunt bits. It is an axe. She just has X combos, Y combos, you know, the usual. And she gets her weird grappling hook thing as a projectile weapon. Which is slow as sin. And then she gets sorceries, which we don't have anywhere yet. She also gets some healing items to start with, but she has her different stuff. She also has the worst running animation ever. Look at this running animation, it's so bad. And she has higher pitched dodging noises to make her sound more feminine. I don't know. I don't like playing as Rachel. You don't have to do it a lot during the game, fortunately. And I don't think anything you pick up is taken away from Ryu either. I think all her stuff is exclusive. Right, that was so special. I was trying to get it in the fight, but he wouldn't let me, so I had to check it out. There's some more of other stuff here. What can we purchase? Different earrings, which do the same as Ryu's armlets, I think. There's attack power, defensive power, yellow essence absorption, key power buildup, quicker charge and ults. He can throw techniques. It might actually, depending on if her finishes count as throws, this might actually be her best earring. At least for normal enemies. I don't think you can throw bosses. Oh my god, stop doing that attack. Why didn't this have to be the forward input? Why is her shortest ranged attack the one with the forward input? Do we have a counter? I don't think we have a counter on her. I think you're intended to dodge over enemies to set them up for your attacks. We're gonna take a short break. Because I don't want to play Rage anyways, but... yeah, I'm gonna take a short break. It's been 2 hours. Remember to get up, walk around a bit, stretch, you know, the usual. And we'll be back in like 5 to 10 minutes. Let me put up the be right back. Put it up here. That way it's nice and legible. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Bye bye. I forgot to unmute myself. Hello. I just completely forgot to unmute myself, or did I mute myself in the meantime somewhere? I don't know. All I was saying is that I've got somewhat of a grasp on Rachel now. We're buying more attack power because quicker stuff dies the better. Stop interacting with the Muramasa shop and just open our inventory. And actually equip the earrings. I think they also show on her. Yeah, they do. They're a bit harder to spot though than the... Oops. Than the armlets? Bracelets are. I think they're called armlets in the game. We have defeated the demon bats. This is an optional fight. God, I wish she wouldn't have so much recovery on every single one of her goddamn attacks. Or if she at least started with a counter move if her dodge already sucks. I bet whatever the reward is gonna be absolutely worth using all my healing supplies for. This better be something good. Fuck you. I used like 4 of my spirit elixirs for that. I mean, gotta be honest, if it was like a cosmetic for Ryu, I'd probably be excited about it because I actually like playing him, but for Rachel, I do not care. I also don't think Ryu has cosmetics like that. He has skins, but I think you unlock them by completing the game. Oh, this is also not a unique area, by the way, so get ready to see all these places again. Healing items are nice, after I've burned through most of them. An altar that looks like it was made to display some sort of holy relic. On it is a message written, "Those without faith shall be doomed to wander the depths forever." Her charge attack's pretty good. But so are most of them, so guess that's not much of a feat. I was looking at the books. Wanted to see if they are just 2D texture, because from the front they look like a 2D texture. Look at these pictures, they seem to be important. Whoops.
破壊の神ニケ、そして創造の神イシュタロス。彼らの形質は新たな魔人族の覚醒をいざなう。魔人として覚醒せし魂は死をもってのみ解放される。死をもってのみ。
She seems sad about the last line. I wonder why. Veteran hunter, woo! Now we get to play the good bits of the video game again. Yay! Chapter 6, The City of Fiends. Tyron is full of mystery, strange creatures called fiends and Rachel, the fiend hunter. However, Ryu still has no clues to the whereabouts of Doku. Another talisman of rebirth. You wish to follow Doku, first investigate the monastery. It's located in the Doku district around across the drawbridge. This is the other hole that we could have dropped into from the roof, by the way. That's kind of an achievement. Oh my god, do you fucking mind? Asshole. Maybe I could put the achievement up. Kill 1,000 enemies with a dragon blade. Whoops. I guess let's use the lunar a bit then. Forgot how to play the good character in the one chapter with the bad one. Oh, I also think I forgot to pick something up. Map of the Dorku cluster, and I think there was a map of this district up the stairs on the wall that I looked at and then forgot about it because of the combat. Map of Tyrone. The entire city. Or, well, the entire area of the city that we get to play in, at least. Another motorcycle man. Oh, fuck motorcycle man. Fuck you. Such a dog shit enemy type. It's weird, a lot of the new additions in Sigma are kind of bad, I wonder why. So I think the motorcycle man were here before. Or the boss fight with them was here before, but then adding them as normal enemies was definitely not a thing, in normal mode at least. You've brought a legendary weapon to Tyrone? I brought a legendary weapon to Tyrone. Weapon only by a secret view. I have hidden it in a dark alley in a location where only a ninja would be able to reach it. Oh, yeah, she's telling you about the windmill shuriken. We are going to abuse the obelisk again to heal people. There is zero reason not to, other than that it takes a while, I guess. I just still want to show off the windmill shuriken against enemies where it actually works. It in an area where you actually get to see the game. Yeah. I mean, the Windmill Shuriken is the strongest infinite ammo source ranged weapon you have, which doesn't say much because your other infinite ammo source ranged weapon is the normal Shuriken, which does basically no damage, but as you can see, even then, the Windmill Shuriken isn't exactly like the best weapon in the game. Because they didn't want projectile weapons to be too strong. So all the ones that you don't have infinite ammo for kind of suck. Or all the ones that you have infinite ammo for kind of suck. What I meant to say. Don't think we can upgrade anything here. Default was carobs, let me see. Here, give you this in exchange. Armlet of Potency, that increases the strength of kicks and throws. Which is much less useful for Ryu. Though it does make the Izuna throw, I think it's called. Izuma? Called Izuna drop. Much stronger, which could be relevant for you, I guess. But I use it a lot and it still one-shots most stuff on normal and hard mode. So you don't super duper need it. What I also don't like with the addition of the Rachel chapter is we've got the Lily key before we went into the bar, and by now we've played an entire chapter in between. So chances are a lot of people might have forgotten that we found the Lily key for this door right here. I'm also not gonna go up there and kill the guy because it seems like a lot of effort. We already have the item. I think if they wanted to add the Rachel chapters where they are, they should have given you the Lily key later, because after you pick up the Lily key you get thrown into the cutscene anyways. So it's not like you could explore this area early or anything. So they might have also just given it to you at the roof or something. Don't... I don't know. Something like that. Are you gonna tell me about wall running? Run along the wall, jump to another wall, yeah. Okay. I know how this game works. Guys, I think he's dead. There was another locked gate that we didn't have the door for. I think it's Lion. Or it might be something different. Is that another motorcycle man? Fuck off. Bold of you to assume I won't burn all my Ninpo to murder you. And I will drink an elixir if you force me to. Assholes. Oh my god, do I get to play the game, please? We still can't get through this. Same reason why we couldn't get through the other one that had like a little orangey bit on the inside. Just don't have the right item yet. Get up here. On the other side there's a healing item, I believe. Nope, that's the key that we need. This is Ryu's forward and X move, by the way. You know, something that makes sense on forward and X, an approach instead of the shortest range move in your kit. I'm not mad about Rachel. Not at all. Don't totally like the being forced to switch characters halfway through the campaign thing is definitely also not the reason why I haven't bought DMC5 because I hate that shit or anything. I think the main reason I'm mad about it is just because it wasn't in black like in the original, and then they decided, hey, let's fucking add it and make the game worse. Another arrow corpse. I almost did pick that up. Let's go this way for that. I don't think it matters. I think this is a roundabout. Yes. More or less. I don't think we can get through this gate. Only be open from the other side. Another scarab. Nothing new. No new upgrades. And we don't need anything. Camera angle. Yeah, I mean, for most fights in this game, the default camera angle is fine, but sometimes, you know, sometimes it's rough. That seems to be a problem with 3D action games in general. I'm still gonna use a big elixir and pick up that one that we found back here. Even though it's not as worth it because he gave us health. But... we find another 1,000 gods? No. Only 4 more Life of Gods for a health upgrade. There's a boss fight here. Fuck off! That's such a dog shit enemy type. And they decided, hey, you know what? They are so unfun, let's make him even worse. I hate them. Like, with a fucking passion, I hate them. I hope that's the last time we have to see them, but I have a feeling it won't be. I'd also like to point out how many times Ryu gets snuck up upon by the loudest fucking things. Like, in the last chapter, or the second to last chapter, we got snuck up on by a guy in a motorcycle. You might have noticed these guys sometimes do not take hit stuns, which is what makes them difficult. They also hit like a truck. What the hell?
さすがね。一体どういう人なの？人間とはかけ離れた強さだわ。
忍者は所詮人に過ぎない。お前の血とはわけが違う。
本気でそう思うの？私だって昔は普通だと思ってた。でも実際はそんなんじゃなかったって悟ったわ。双子の妹が呪われて重気境になり果てるところを見た時にね。闇の住人よ、今の私は。
ドーク。
アルマは闇の魔導に見入られて、そして落ちた。魔人は闇に潜み、邪悪に突き動かされる惨めな存在よ。救われる道は一つだけ。
殺すのか？
妹を、アルマを殺すわ。そのためにハンターになった。この総員の地下には確か
Ow. I got Schwombo comboed. That's not great. We picked up one of the health thingies from the tentacle, which you usually want to use for the power attacks. That's okay, we still 2-cycled it. I hope you like poopy ladies.
こいつも魔人か。
こんな化け物見たことないわ。なんだか変よ。やたらに数が多いのも。
やねか。無頼に使われているようだな。
魔人の増長は黒竜丸の夢。かの刀、未曾有の的にして邪悪なる者に計り知れぬ力を与えましょう。この地へ至り、その魔力尋常ならず強まっています。
私も血が騒いでた。
血は全ての人間を支配し、魔力はそれに刺激する。
あやね、レイチェルを頼む。
わかりました。
デュー、この総員の地下には神聖皇帝の居城ザルカンへの抜け穴があるらしいの。ドークもきっとその先に。
Moving on out of there with a triple caked up ninja ass.
ガモ、黒竜丸の力が尋常ならず壮大しているというはまことか。
まず間違いありませんな、国士体系閣下。
この地へ足を運んだこと無駄にはなるまいな。
もちろんです、閣下。私はいついかなる時でもいい加減なことをお伝えした試しはありませんでしたな。
さもあらん。しからばよもとんだ見落としをしていたというものだ。
I wonder who that is. This guy sounds like a StarCraft Protoss. Maybe he is one. I don't know. I don't know what's under his mask. Maybe he is a Protoss. Head ninja. It's when you can give a blowjob really sneakily. I don't know. Chapter 7, The Monastery. It is said that there is a secret path leading to the place of Zarkon underneath the Dwarku Monastery. Hey, you might remember this is this area where we're in right now. Is where we fought all the the big horde of enemies. The optional fight with Rachel, where we got the thick ass haircut. Must be quite a guy if you can give head to a ninja. Yes. Actually, I don't think I want to backtrack. There's might be some stuff at the other entrance that we could get. I don't actually know if we could get through there, so let's just not. The fuck is that noise? That's supposed to be a helicopter? Oh, that's a drone. Blah! What was in there? A heating elixir, I think. Yeah, that was a shop was the main reason why I thought about backtracking in the first place, but there's one right here as well. But I don't think he has anything new for us, so would have been a waste of time to backtrack there anyways. That's also our first fiends as Ryu. Their digging through the ground attack, this one, very susceptible to being counterattacked because it's always just one hit. You don't even have to time out anything. Just easy to counterattack that. Do something for me? Map of the monastery. Another store can be opened. We couldn't have gone through here anyways. Four healing items that we cannot carry. So I guess that's a good problem to have. I think this demon's here. Oh! These guys are mean. If you just swallow them, flying swallow them repeatedly, they don't do that much. Assuming you actually get to do anything and don't just get stun locked every time you try to press a button that isn't locked. Oh my god. If the tablet says the same, it does. On hard mode, instead of the trash enemies, you fight a doppelganger here, like a Ryu doppelganger. And that fight is fucking brutal. You, like, come down to where I can reach you. That always reminded me of the like a mix of the Grand Sorcerers from PSO and the Ilgils from PSO. The history of Vigor 1. It is 3. It is said that sometimes fiends may rise up from. I don't want to read that honestly. It is said that lore happens. Stone tablet right. Incendiary shuriken. Oh, sorry, they're not called flame shurikens. They're incendiary shurikens. They are good, but it's once again a weapon that you only have limited amounts of, which is why they're good. Golden scarab. Nothing here. Nothing in there. There's a health potion in here which we can't pick up because we're full. And I don't think this one has anything either. It doesn't. The important thing is obviously the key item. History of Vigor 4. The Emperor, Lord of all creation. This is the wall painting mural things that Rachel had to interact with to finish her chapter. Another golden scarab. We're at like 11 already. Yeah, these orange walls means you have to put a flame shuriken there. Unfortunately, that also means that you might need them to progress, which in my head means never use one of those ever. It's like bombs in Zelda. It's like I might need them. I'm not using them for anything other than bombing stuff that I need to bomb. Trying to hit the flying guy, please. Problem is, if you're trying to jump towards something, you only have two moves. You have Flying Swallow and this one, the Circle Strike. But your really powerful moves, you have to neutral jump for. And given that they teleport away, quite difficult sometimes to just neutral jump them. So a lot of the time it's just easier to spam Flying Swallow at them. I don't remember there being that many healing items in this game. Maybe I just used way more when I was younger. Whoops. At least they were nice enough to not have enemies respawn here. Oh, another discord message. That better be something important, or someone's getting kicked in the shin. Sorry about that. Now, let's grab the items without falling down. If you don't jump, it's quite difficult to fall down because he is a bit allergic to falling down ledges. As you saw, he just hung there, and if you diagonally walk into something, you do have some hang time there before he actually steps off. I overdid it a little bit, unfortunately, so you have to walk up again. What I get for showing off stuff. Monkey room. Safe. It can be opened by dialing the correct combination. Ooh, it says the correct combination somewhere. It's just here. A diary written by a monk. It is the 27th day of the 12th month. I have received the Book of the Eons as a birthday gift from His Majesty the Emperor. It's a great honor. I shall place it in the safe so that no one will take it. At the end of the entry there are notes regarding left, right, right, left. It's the numbers, and you just have to turn it left, right, right, left. But since it clicks and glows, you don't even have to pay attention to the numbers. You just have to pay attention to left, right, right, left. Empty. Chilly air can be felt from below. Could this be related to the underground passage that Rachel spoke about? Could it be? Who knows? Music in this game is nice. Most of it is just like whatever background noise stuff, but they're nice, you know. Yeet! There we go. That took a bit. And as always, if you need an exorcism, just apply sword. You know, it's reasonable. Though to be fair, it is a sword made out of out of a dragon's tooth, so maybe that has something to do with why it can just hurt ghosts. A large boulder chiseled into the shape of a human face. Its base seems quite unstable. Sure, there's nothing to worry about. Right. I forgot. I forgot mechanically we're playing a game that is like 20 years old. Also, oh no! The head boulders with the unstable base is rolling after us. If he squishes you, I think it's an instant kill. So don't get squished. Also don't jump into the spikes. I could have put you back a little bit further on the screen for this bit. Okay, fine. If you... the spike's damage isn't even that much of an issue, but if you get hit by too many, you are slowed down too much, so that might be an issue. You could, if you wanted to, swing all the way back and backtrack. Now, I don't think there's anything behind the head, but actually let's check. Because I don't quite remember. What I get for trying to hurry up. Yep, there's nothing here. Just took half my health. Half my health for nothing. I can't speak anymore. Just talk slower. Nobody's in a rush here. You all got plenty of time to get impaled by spikes. Okay, at least it's gonna be worth using the big spirit elixir now. That is next to the save point. Very good noise. The half a dozen ghosts at once. Good noise. Whatever. Don't need to kill all of them. Don't really get anything out of murdering all of them. Son of a bitch. Off he goes. An old decrepit Altroid must have been actively used for worship in the past, but now it is covered with a thick film of dust. Thick. Oh, these guys. These are fun and disgusting. Maybe disgusting. I think the Windmill Shuriken is good against those guys. I don't think that's quite enough range to reach the ones all the way downstairs, but could be fine. Also, I think I just spotted a secret that I haven't found before ever. Possibly. Ooh, Limbo, nice. We didn't need it, but it's always nice because it's quite rare to get some. Gold scarab here, and I want to see something up here. I don't know, it doesn't look like there's anything up there, right? But like this looks like something you could stand on. This bit right over here. Oh my god, Ryu, could you fucking please move where I want you to? I'm going to pee on you, you little ninja man. No, I don't think you can get up there. You should have, like, ran up the wall straight in that situation if you were supposed to climb up that. And if there is something up there, it couldn't be anything important. It didn't look like there would be, like a golden scarab or anything. Everybody misses because of the chains. Oh, more scarabs. Gives me half of 1,000 gods. I'm not quite sure how many we need for my favorite weapon in the game. Get any games like this anymore. Just a ninja doing ninja stuff. Yeah, I mean that's probably because Sigma 2 and Sigma 3 or Ninja Gaiden 2 and 3 sucked ass. Both are very bad video games. The closest we have to that kind of genre is, or gameplay wise, the closest we still have is Devil May Cry. Because it's basically a Devil May Cry game. You run around, do cool fighty stuff, and solve puzzles. That brings us to 15 scarabs, which might give us a new reward, so I'm gonna backtrack with that real quick. I really hope it's what I want. Yes. Give me... That is not what I want. I take it, it's a good reward, but it's not what I'm working for. It's very possible that that Sigma changed how you get that weapon on normal mode too, so maybe you don't need the scarabs at all. But I don't remember, so... Or I wouldn't know if Sigma changed it that way. Because this is the first time I'm playing Sigma on normal. Ooh, nice. You guys see that frame drop? That was the game when I sliced through all of these enemies at once. Did not like it. The Heedy Elixir. Glad that all the defensive options are on the left side of the controller, so I can just take a hand of the controller and be safe. We might get hit if I switch my weapon here, but I want to do the Lunar a little. Ah, the Vigorian Flame. Nice. So this is basically like the Nunchaku. But it's, first of all, upgradable, and second of all, get some new moves afterwards. But for now, it's basically just the Nunchaku and better. They're nice. They have a good weapon. Or... I wouldn't say it's a good weapon for general use, but it's a really good weapon for specific enemies. Also, as you see, the moveset, just everything is Fire Pit. So basically you can cancel your X combo at any point with the Y button. And for now, we don't have much else. That is special on this weapon. We have this, which is whatever, but like, yeah. Like, you can either go through with the entire X combo, which is this, or you can cancel it with this attack at any point. Which is a bit quicker. Has less recovery, because this has like all this recovery, which I think you can just roll cancel anyway. Nope, can't even roll cancel that. Actually, you know what? Sure, let's use the blades a little. Ritual room. Now that I say let's use the blades a little. They're actually not fantastic against these enemies, but they should do, unless I die here. That would be embarrassing. We unfortunately got some feed goop into our Holy Grail. Who put the demon juice into my Holy Grail? These guys have so much health. So if you don't use your special attacks on them, you will be here for a bit. You also might have heard already, one guy in the background has a bow. Do not want to get hit by Bowman. Bowman hurts and knocks you back quite a lot. that? Now we get to pick up the Holy Grail. You know, just casually in a crypt somewhere. Oh shit. I wanted to take care of the bow guy and didn't pay attention to my health at all. But that's okay, that's what the talismans are there for after all. They give a ton of money, by the way, so in case you're ever short on money, grinding these guys out is quite a decent way to do it. But they also, as you can see, take a hot minute to kill. They also have a grab attack. Don't get hit by that, that hurts. Like, really bad. As you can see, in general, they hurt really bad. Camera trying its hardest to be very useful. I released a little bit too early. During your supers, you are invulnerable. And I don't think these enemies do spawn instantly, so... Maybe they do? Kill this guy, and if after him another guy spawns, I think we'll beat him. Fight's over. Let's use that. We're low enough on health for it to be worth it to use a healing item. So you're not actually invulnerable during ladder climbing animations, or at least you didn't used to be during Black. Looks like we are in this game. But there's one specific ladder where there's a lot of bats around, and if you just climb that up in bat, they completely fuck you up. The health. Was kind of hoping it was going to drop money. See if we can upgrade the flails already. We can in fact already upgrade the flails, and as you can see they only have 2 levels, so they're already maxed out now. And boy are they strong when they're maxed out. They now have this attack, which is really good. We can cancel into this. Let's have this one now. Just decent. What else did they get from leveling up? The way lightning. Oh. Okay. See if I can't get that to work. This area sucks, by the way, with the bow guys. Not a fun area, because I think they respawn if you fall down, if I recall correctly. No problem burning my info on those guys. Even though I wouldn't mind having it for this chapter's boss fight. Because as most chapters, this chapter does have a boss fight. And it's coming up. So we found this altar, this spot earlier, where we can put the Holy Grail. If we put the Holy Grail here, I don't know how you're supposed to know that you should put the Holy Grail here. Maybe the description says something. But yeah, Dinosaur Man does not appreciate us putting, just putting our silverware there. He would really like for us to clean it up instead. We aren't going to do that. Cleaning up is his problem, not ours. I think you can jump off the platform in this fight, which is instant kill. They might have put an invisible wall there. I'm not gonna try it out, but I also don't quite remember. It's very possible they just let you jump off. I'm also gonna equip the Dragon Sword because that does a bit more damage per hit, and he obviously doesn't have the most openings. You can see his last limb has like a sliver of health left at this point. And there we go, boss is down. And with that, the chapter is done. But we aren't quite done with Ninja Gaiden for today, because we need to go to a save point and then we will switch over to some Hunt Showdown. I quite enjoy streaming something and then streaming Hunt Showdown. I don't know if you guys do, but I'm having fun with Hunt Showdown, and if I get to stream it, that means I get to play it more, so that's nice. And if I do it at the end of the stream, if the games go really bad and I'm pissed off, then that's nice for me as well. Oh god, this is a fucking Rachel chapter. I'm so glad we're stopping. Rachel continues searching for her sister in Vigor's capital. She is suddenly confronted by an inhuman form. Alma, the Great Fiend, finally makes her appearance. There is a save point right through the store. There we go. So with that, Ninja Gaiden's over for today. So if you're only here for Ninja Gaiden, then thank you very much for watching. We will continue Ninja Gaiden probably tomorrow. I don't feel like continuing Morrowind. Source time really annoyed me, so yeah. So I'm gonna switch over to Hunt Showdown now. Let me do my spiel though. If you enjoyed the stream so far and you want to leave for Hunt Showdown because you don't care about it, that's okay. Be sure to leave a follow if you want to see when I go live. Other than that, thank you very much, and short break into Hunt Showdown is what's going to happen next. So, see you guys in a couple minutes.